Welcome to week 3 of the Delfina Water Polo Fit Mobility Program. So far we've worked pretty closely on your ankles, your around hips and glutes and thoracic spine. So I think we've got a little bit more of that this week. Probably going to progress things a little bit further than we have the last couple of weeks, using again foam roller, trigger point ball, and a little bit of mobility work. So all stuff that you can do at home, in front of the TV or anywhere. So Marin, session 1, week 3, what do we got planned?
So today, and just to review, work the back of the calf, like just up and down, Achilles. Then we did like an ankle, we just put a pressure on. Now we're gonna actually attack the front, like the shin part. Now, for those that run, you would have heard of a shin splints. But then for those that do weighted stuff in the water, like holding the buckets or balls, you might have experienced getting pretty tight through this muscle here. So we're gonna attack that. And also what you might find out, if you have a bit of time off, coming back in the pool, doing that E-beta stuff, you might get a little bit tender through here, a bit tight. So on that, chuck your Delfina roller on the ground, and literally all I want you to do is find a muscly bit. Now, probably want to start on a smooth surface here and just kind of work through that, through the front or the shin, the muscly part of your shin there. Now, if you got a really sore spot, you can still kind of add a bit of mashing through it and just kind of work through as much as you can. Easy way to kind of find a muscle as well, if you're kind of sitting on the ground and bring your toes in, you should see the muscle sort of pop up as well. So we're just trying to loosen up through that sort of tissue all the way here. A bit awkward to get into, however, once you find a spot, it will loosen up all of that and you're going to feel in less pain, for a bit more looser as well.
And I know, Marin, we say that you kind of keep doing it till you sort of feel good with it, but what we're looking at, probably about 3 sets of 10 each side again?
Yeah, let's just stick with 10s, nice and easy, round number. Go for 10, and make sure you hydrate as well. So if you're dehydrated, you'll definitely, I'm not too bad, but if you find your skin's not bouncing back, you're definitely dehydrated. So definitely hydrate with your coconut water, electrolytes, or put some fruit in your water.
Good pro tip.
The next one we're going to do for hips. Now, we're going to work to the groin. When I played, this was actually one of my favorite ones to do, just to really kind of open up to my hips in the water. It felt nice. And you know, after a hard load of training, you do sometimes get tight through your groin. So we're going to work up to the groin, but we're going to work all the tissue in here. Now, if you haven't worked through inner thigh, you might find it a bit tender. To get into it, just lie on the side, and you want to start just kind of where your knee is, and you want to keep the leg at 90 degrees. And from here, similar to what we did last week with the quad, we'll work the kind of 3 inches up, 1 inch down, 3 inches up, 1 inch down, 3 inches up, 1 inch down. When you do your third set, do your mashes. So kind of really mash up the tissue, just trying to kind of create a bit of friction, heat it up a bit, and then go again. We're gonna go 3 in, 1 down, 3 in, 1 down, 3 in, 1 down. But now you're probably gonna get pretty close to your groin, so be careful and just gently move through here. So you don't need too much pressure, and just gonna mash it through. If you have a bit more space left, you can go right on the groin, but again, I said it 3 times now, just be gentle through there. So you don't want any groin injuries, and you can mash it through, open up, but you'll find you're gonna get so much space and you're gonna feel much better. Every coach talks about E-beta, your legs being wide. This will help you just kind of having a bit wider stance with your egg beta, with less work having to be done.
So same thing again, 3 in, 1 out, 3 in, 1 out, 3 times, bit of mashing, 3 times through.
Yeah, so now for upper body or thoracic, so we've done thoracic spine mainly with a roller. We're actually going to attack in front, so we're actually going to attack more front of your cage. Now, for a lot, you probably haven't really thought about it, but you got your thoracic spine and you got your ribs that connect through your through all the tissue here, like the rib cage here. And you haven't seen, this one is probably one that you haven't seen much at all, but you actually do get tight through your chest. So we do want to kind of open up through your sternum or your front of your chest. For females, you might want to work a little bit below your breasts, obviously. But you'll find if you do loosen up through here, it will help you just your rib cage breathing, probably help you better endurance as well.
This is also good for people who are stuck over a keyboard all day, right?
100%, yeah. And like, look, just on the side note, like when we do those angry cat, cat cows, you actually, reason why that moves quite good is because the gravity's pulling down your sternum as well, so it's just kind of opening up the thoracic spine. So on here, again, be gentle. You might find it's not very comfortable. So for males, you can just attack right in the sternum and literally just gonna roll up and down on your chest, right? So just be gentle, don't put all the weight, go for 10. Go as far as up as you want, like kind of search for the sticky spots. And I'll just stick with that. Now, for females, obviously, with your anatomy, you might have to go below or above, or you can also put a roller more sort of perpendicular as well, and just try to just put a bit of pressure there. But yeah, see what feels right. Guys, always easy. Girls, just see how you do. So that's our 3. So we're just going to attack this slightly different to open up through chest. And for some, you might even get a bit of I nearly got a bit of a crack here to open up through my rib cage and sternum as well.
Awesome. That's good. Session 1, week 3, done.
Done, skis.